Good morning, welcome to Golden Hour. So this is your precious time before your day begins to really set the day with intention and to move, to breathe, and just come back to yourself a bit. We have 30 minutes together today. My name's Camilla. We're at the cabin and it is slowly starting to get light here. You may later on see some chickens walking around outside the window, so have a look for them. And you'll need your mat, and that's about it for today. We're going to start kneeling. If that's not okay for you, you can sit instead. But I want you just to close your eyes, press your hands into your thighs, lift your chest, and breathing in and out through your nose. Just taking a moment to slow down. Often in the mornings, there can feel like there's a bit of a rush to kind of quickly, frantically get into the day. Or maybe you're the opposite, maybe you're very slow. So wherever you are, bringing your attention inward to your breathing. Taking a moment to set an intention for this class today. Maybe it is to be present, maybe it's to be grateful, or maybe it's something else entirely you need in your life right now. And with that, bring your hands to heart center, bowing your head down to your hands, and opening your eyes, sweeping your arms up to the sky, interlacing fingers, pushing palms away, opening through the chest, and then reaching those arms behind you, and make sure you don't knock over any candles, opening through the chest. And taking some moments here, loosening up through the shoulders, and then reaching right arm above, left arm below, coming into Gomukhasana arms. So you're trying to interconnect the fingers. If you can't, you can hold on to somewhere on your shirt or just reach. Maybe grabbing a strap or something close by, a tea towel. Opening up through the chest. Drawing this top elbow back, drawing your shoulders down, lifting through the crown of your head, and then releasing arms, and we'll switch sides. One more breath here, inhaling, exhale, releasing, and then find your way to all fours, hands and knees, pressing your palms into the mat, and taking a moment to press down the first finger and thumb, really engaging, pressing through the knuckle. And from here, let's start with some hip circles, so coming over the knees, and then over the wrists. Lengthening through your exhale. And then let's switch direction here. One more big circle. And then coming to arrive in the middle of your mat, dropping your belly down, lifting up your head, cow, inhale. And then exhale, belly into spine, rounding through your chin, rounding through your back, chin to chest, cat. Inhaling cow, and exhale, pushing away. Inhale, exhale, even bigger. Pressing through your hands, driving yourself up to the ceiling or sky, and then coming back to neutral. From here, tucking your toes under and gently, slowly pushing yourself back, downward facing dog. Having a big generous bend in our knees. And then from here, walking one heel at a time. Coming to rest in stillness. Drawing shoulders down, extending long through your spine. And then turning your toes to face the left, heels to face the right. So you're in a bit of a side plank variation. And then coming over to the other side. Pushing into your hands. Back to dog. Three conscious breaths here. Big inhale. Big exhale through the nose. And that's 1. And that's 2. Three. Beautiful. Looking to the front of your mat and taking small steps all the way to the front. Bending at your knees. We're meeting in a forward fold. Holding onto opposite elbows, dropping your head down. Just release everything you can, seeing where you don't need to hold tension. Letting go of your face. Letting go of your neck. Ujjayi breathing here, where we're constricting in the back of the throat to make an oceanic sound. Releasing your hands, and then slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, rolling all the way up to standing. Coming to mountain, palms are open, lifting through your kneecaps. Chest is shining up to the sky, palms open. Bring your palms to heart center. Let's do one breath before we begin our sun salutations. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, reach hands to the sky, palms meet. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to shins, long straight spine. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping back into plank. And then lowering to knees, coming down into chaturanga, leaning your weight forward over your wrist, lowering down. And then inhale into a low cobra. Exhale down, let's do one more. Inhale, low cobra. Squeezing elbows towards each other, shoulder blades come together. Exhale down, and then pushing into your hands, pushing back, finding your way into downward facing dog. Again, 3 deep breaths. One. 2. 3. Looking to the front of your mat, stepping up to the front. Feet are hip width here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. And inhale, rise. Hands meet. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's go again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to shins or fingertips to the mat. We want a long straight spine. Exhale, hands to the mat. Stepping back, lowering down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Pushing into your hands, open through your chest. Exhale, pushing back. One. Two. Three. Beautiful. Looking to the front of your mat. Making your way to the front, step or jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, stand, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. And then from here, feet are either hip width or toes together, bending through your knees, reaching hands to the sky, chair pose, tucking tailbone under, sinking a little bit deeper. Staying here for one more breath. And then hands to the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Stepping back, plank, lowering down. Into your vinyasa, pulling back. Right foot stepping in between your hands, left foot grounding at a 45-degree angle. Coming up into fingertips first, and just squaring off the hips to the front of the mat. Engaging in your core, and inhale, rising up, warrior one. Bending through your front knee, and really pressing through the back edge of your left foot. Hands to the mat. Stepping back straight away to dog, or finding your vinyasa. And from here, left foot, big step, grounding in your back foot. Let's set it up first. Hips square, core is engaged. Inhale, rising up. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping back. Plank, lowering down. Exhale, pushing back. And looking to the front of your mat, step or jump all the way to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands reach. Exhale, folding forward. Halfway. And then from here, stepping straight back into downward facing dog. Right foot steps in between your hands. Left foot grounding 45-degree angle, coming up, warrior one. And then opening up, warrior two. Back hip is open. Front knee is also pushing out over the little toe. Opening through your arms. And then from here, let's find our Mukasana arms again. So right arm is back over the top, left arm reaching underneath. Opening through your chest. Seeing we can see Aina out the window there. we should be feeling quite a bit, both in the upper body and the lower body here. But the focus here is to breathe. So we breathe in the intensity of the pose. We let go of tension, but we don't need to hold it. To see where we can find ease within the effort. Inhale, releasing the arms, releasing the front leg, tipping forward, triangle pose. Hand is resting somewhere on your bottom leg. Lifting that top arm high to the sky and either looking at this top thumb or down at the floor at your big toe. Pushing into your feet. And then hands to the mat, bending your front knee, opening up into a twist. Placing all your weight onto that left hand, and then we're stepping back into a side plank. So feet are together, you can have one knee down, lifting the top leg if you want a little more. Open through the chest, lifting through your hips. One more breath. Hands to the mat, pushing back into dog. And let's go over to the left side, left foot. Stepping to the front of the mat. Warrior one, inhale. Exhale, opening warrior two. And then from here, switching the sides with your Gomukhasana arms. Drawing this elbow back, left elbow, sinking into your left knee, lifting tall through your chest, and just feeling where you are in space. You're not too far forward, not too far back, but somewhere in the middle. One more breath, inhale, exhale, and then inhale. Warrior two, let's extend out through the front leg, reach forward, triangle pose. Think about pressing into all four corners of your feet. So that is both sides of the heel, and then the two front corners of the padding of your feet. What is it called? Right up here. Drawing this right hip back, opening through your chest, shining your chest to the ceiling, and then windmilling hands to the mat, opening up into a twist. Really pushing through your right heel, placing your weight into your right hand, and then preparing to step back into side plank. So coming onto the edge of the right foot, stepping back, staying here, maybe dropping a knee down, maybe lifting the top leg. One more breath, let's all hold. Calming down, pressing back into dog. And then our last vinyasa for the morning, make it as big as you can, rippling forward, lowering down. Inhale and exhale. Dropping down onto your knees, knees wide apart, reaching your hands forward, child's pose. So if you find your mind is starting to wander now that we are slowing down, see if you can gently guide yourself back to your breath, taking a few moments. And then if you're in child's pose, if you haven't come up with me, sitting down on your bottom, stretching legs out in front of you. Dandasana, seated staff pose, so sitting on your sit bones, tall through your spine, flexing your toes towards you. Lifting hands high, and then extending, bending from your hips into our seated forward fold. So holding somewhere on your legs, ankles, sides of the feet, toes. You can shut your eyes here. Lifting that length first, and then you can start to round into the pose. Beautiful, releasing from here. We'll just come back up onto our knees. So knees are hip width apart. We're going to come into camel, but before we get there, we'll just do some half camels. So placing one hand on your left heel, opening up, sweeping back, and then sweeping forward, finding your other heel. If it's feeling very low to the ground, you can always raise up the heels, bring them to you. So just move freely here, engaging your glutes, your core, so protecting lower back. And then staying where you are, coming back to center, hands either to lower back or reaching both arms back to the heels, coming into our full camel, pushing forward with your hips, opening through your chest. Inhale, hands to lower back, sitting back down, resting for a moment on your knees. Feeling all the prana, the life force energy in your body. Maybe adding a little smile to your lips. And then coming onto your bottom and rolling yourself all the way down to lie on the ground. And from here, dropping both knees over to the right. So we're coming into a twist. If you'd rather have supine twist, you can extend out through the right leg, dropping left leg over to the right. Extending out through the left arm, turning your head towards your extended hand. Back to center, and then let's switch sides. So either both knees drop to the left or extending through your left leg this time. Right knee comes to the left, arm comes away from the body. Slowing down your breathing. We have a very loud rooster outside. And reminding yourself again of your intention for today's class. So if you were trying to be more present, going back to your breath, trying to be more grateful, maybe adding a smile. And then knees back to center. Giving yourself one final squeeze. And then extending out both legs. Feet are falling away from the body. Bringing shoulder blades together, palms up. And completely let go here in Shavasana. We have a few minutes to just melt into your mat. Releasing any last tension in your forehead, your jaw. Starting to move fingers and toes again. Bring some movement back into your body. You can reach arms overhead. Give yourself a big long stretch. Knees come into chest. Hugging your knees. And then from here, rolling over to one side. Take a few more breaths here. Trying to keep eyes closed or softly open. And then making your way all the way up to seated. Crossing your legs at the middle of the shins, palms on your knees, sitting tall. And just noticing how you feel now. If you're any more calm, any more grounded. Blinking open your eyes, bringing your palms to heart center, bowing your head towards your hands. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining me here for Golden Hour. I'll be back again tomorrow. If you're enjoying, you can follow me on my various social media. They are linked in my channel. And I wish you a beautiful rest of your day. And yeah, I'll see you another time.